Hello, and welcome once again to the Hopoo Games Dev Thoughts. I'm Jonathan, the Hopoo Games Community Manager, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you our next game, Risk of Rain Returns. Risk of Rain Returns is a remake of our original 2013 release Risk of Rain. For those of you unfamiliar with Risk of Rain 1, Risk of Rain Returns is a 2D multiplayer action platformer with roguelike elements. Stranded on a strange alien planet, waves of monsters randomly spawn and attack you. The strength of these enemies increases in difficulty as time passes, so you have to balance between buying items to increase your power and racing through the multiple stages as fast as you can to stay ahead of the curve. For those of you that are familiar with Risk of Rain, don't think this is just a lick of paint on an old classic. Risk of Rain Return completely overhauls the original and introduces a ton of new content. It has an updated codebase, so we'll be able to continue to update and add to the game with features that weren't previously possible. All Risk of Rain 1 content is returning with glorious new HD pixel art. There's enhanced audio, including updated sound effects and additional music from Chris Christodoulou. There are countless rebalancing and gameplay tweaks. It has a much smoother gameplay feel without losing that legendary Risk of Rain challenge. Not only do we have new survivors, but all the existing survivors will have brand new abilities to unlock and choose from. There's new items, some returning from Risk of Rain 2, and some are entirely new. There are brand new enemies, there are new interactables, there are new stage variants so that even Risk of Rain 1 veterans will get lost again. There's a new game mode, and there's revamped multiplayer, so there's no more messing with router settings like in Risk of Rain 1. And there is a huge amount more. Risk of Rain Returns is a whole new game and an upgraded experience from the original Risk of Rain. And now for some news about the future of Risk of Rain. As some of you may have heard, a few weeks ago Gearbox Entertainment purchased the Risk of Rain intellectual property from Hopoo Games. Gearbox has been the trusted publisher of Risk of Rain 2 for many years now. They have a love for Risk of Rain that matches our own and are the best fit for taking the franchise into the future. Gearbox has already developed some of the most well-received content in Risk of Rain 2, such as all of the stages in the Survivors the Void DLC, Aphelion Sanctuary is a personal favourite of mine, as well as some of the coolest enemies in the game like Void Jailers. Hopoo Games will remain the developer and have full creative control over the now Gearbox published Risk of Rain Returns, and Gearbox will both develop and publish any potential future titles in the series. We know the IP is in excellent hands and we can't wait to see what the future brings for Risk of Rain with Gearbox at the helm. Between now and the to be confirmed release date of Risk of Rain Returns, I'll be doing full dev thoughts videos as well as some smaller updates and teasers. Make sure you're following us on the social media of your choice not to miss out on any of this content. A full list of our socials is down in the YouTube description. As always, thanks very much for your support everyone, and tune in next time for even more information about Risk of Rain Returns. Bye for now.